Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a little while since I've actually done a reading vlog instead of like a sit down recommendation type video. April's a really good month for books. This is the month I've been waiting for literally like a year. We have so many good book releases coming this month and that have already come out. We are starting this reading vlog on Wednesday, April 9th. So yes, yesterday was Tuesday the 8th, which was release day for Fearless, which is the third book in the Powerless trilogy. April 1st was release day for Abby Jimenez's new book, which is, oh my gosh, Say You'll Remember Me. And also for Suzanne Collins' new book, The Sunrise on the Reaping. So I basically started this month by immediately picking up Abby Jimenez's new book, Say You'll Remember Me. That was a 5-star. Absolutely loved it. So that book was probably my most anticipated book this year, although that is competing with like 7 others that are almost equally as important. But I do think that one probably makes number one. But we've got so many more. So not only did I just name 2 others, which was Fearless and Sunrise on the Reaping, we also have Emily Henry's newest book, Great Big Beautiful Life, that is coming out at the end of the month. We have Watch Me by Tahara Mafi coming out next Tuesday. Very excited for that. Next month, we have Fredrik Backman's My Friends coming out. And again, Fredrik Backman is an auto-buy author for me now. So I am so excited to get my hands on that book. There really are so many, and I know that I'm forgetting a ton right now, but I literally just probably named 6 or 7 books that are all new releases. So it's an exciting month for readers. It's a very, very exciting month. So that brings us to, I've only read 4 books so far, and that brings us to the current time where I am currently listening to the audiobook of Sunrise on the Reaping. And I also have it on my Kindle because I have not purchased the physical copy of this book yet. And I will plan to because I have them all in hardcover, but I'm just not in a rush to buy it. I have it on my Kindle, so why not? So yes, I'm currently listening to this audiobook, which is being borrowed from the library through the Hoopla app. I don't know if you guys have ever used Hoopla or if your libraries are partnered with Hoopla or what, but I use this app way too much. You get like 5 borrows a month for audiobooks, and it is perfect. They do have quite a selection. They have great options on here for books. I've listened to so many books through the Hoopla app. So if you have not already looked that up to see if your library partners with Hoopla or, whatever, then I definitely would. So now I am planning to actually get into the reading vlog. I'm planning to make a little coffee and possibly sit in our office / reading room, whatever you want to call it, and finish the rest of Sunrise on the Reaping. Because I am on part 3, chapter 19 of this book, and there is 4 hours and 33 minutes left in the entire book, and I don't listen on 1 speed. So I typically listen on 2 speed, depending on the narrator and such. So I've been listening to this one on 2 speed. So I should have this book finished up in a couple hours. So with that being said, let's go make a coffee and let's go read, because I've heard that this book destroyed a lot of people and I'm dying to see if it's going to make me cry. The only other thing I forgot to mention is that my friend Abby will be coming over tomorrow. We are filming a different video for the channel together. So I am also getting this room ready for both of us to be chatting tomorrow. Hello, guys. So I am so sorry to tell you this, but apparently this video has no sound, which sucks. But it's okay. I'm just going to do a voiceover for what I was talking about at this point in the video. So I am doing a little bit of a review, I guess, of Sunrise on the Reaping. So as you guys saw in the previous clip, this book absolutely wrecked me. And I'm not going to give any information about the book or any spoilers at all, not even a little bit. The only thing that you will know is that it's about Haymitch, and that's it. But at this point in the clip, I gave myself a little bit of a break before coming and talking about it because, as you can see, this book tore me to shreds. Like, did I finish this book or did this book finish me? And basically, all that I wanted to say here was that this book was a 5-star. As much as I absolutely love and adore the original series, I had a hard time with President Snow's book, and with reading that book, I found it very boring, and honestly, I had very little interest in the book at all. But at this point, now that I've read Sunrise and the Reaping, I definitely think that it's very important that you read Snow's book before jumping into this book because it would not have been nearly as emotional if I wouldn't have read Snow's book first, which a lot of people don't understand why that is. And I'm not going to explain to you why that is. I'm just going to tell you to please just trust me and go read President Snow's book if you have not already, and then jump into Sunrise on the Reaping, because it made all the difference. It made this book so phenomenal and amazing, and I am so, so, so excited to get the next book, which we have already had an announcement that she is currently writing Effie's book. So I'm really excited. This book was excellent. 5 stars. And that's pretty much all that I'm saying here. So sorry, guys, that this clip had no audio. Okay, continue on with the vlog. And just kidding. You can't continue on to the vlog because the next clip also was missing the audio. Fortunately, this should be the last clip in all of this video that is missing the audio. I think it was an issue with my camera because it had previously been connected to a microphone, and in this clip it was not connected to the microphone and it affected the audio. But anyways, all that I was saying here is that I am moving on to listening to another audiobook borrowed from my library, and I am reading on my Kindle and listening to Before We Were Strangers. That's really all that you need to know about this clip. So now continue on with the vlog. Good morning, guys. I am eating some banana bread that I made last night. It is so good. I wanted to update you guys on how much I read last night and my plans for today, because I don't think I'll have much time to read today. But last I updated you guys. Was at 30% into Before We Were Strangers. And today I'm on chapter 18 and 58% into the book. So I'm almost 60%. That means I only have 40% left. And that's going to go by really, really fast. This book takes place in parts. So the first part is like the present day, and then the second part is back when our main characters were in college, and then I think the third part jumps back to present day. I'm at the very end of part 2, which I'm very curious. This is the last chapter, I think, in part 2. And I have a feeling that something big is going to happen in this part. Obviously, I don't know what, but I just have a feeling it's going to be something pretty big. So, with that being said, I am excited to get to the next part. I really want to finish this book here soon, because it's really good and I'm dying to know where this is going, and they're definitely building something up and we don't know what. The other thing is, off topic, I woke up to snow outside, and this is honestly quite unacceptable. Snow? What? Snow? Anyways, it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. So then moving on to my plans for today. So I have a Bible study this morning at my sister's house. It is currently 9 o'clock, and everybody's meeting there at 10. So, but I'm going over there just a little early to help my sister take her daughter's 1 month picture, or 1 month. She's 9 months, but every month we take pictures of her to like document her growth, and that's today. Technically yesterday was the day she turned 9 months, but we always do it right around the exact day that she was born on each month. So I'm going over there to do that very shortly here, and after our Bible study, my friend Abby is coming back here, and like I said yesterday in the vlog, we are making a video for my channel. So yeah, so that's pretty much the plan for today. This bread is so amazing. Seriously, I cannot get over how good this is. So yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, guys, so I'm literally in my car and I had to pull over because I went and got my mail and I saw a package from Simon and Schuster and I had to document my pure joy and excitement when I saw the arc that I just got from Simon and Schuster. So, guys, I'm not trying to like build the anticipation. I just actually am in so much shock. I just got a copy of My Friends by Fredrik Backman. This is insane. This comes out May 20th of 2025. So that is next month on the 20th. It is currently April 10th. So 5/20 is the release date for My Friends by Fredrik Backman, but I was so lucky to be sent the advanced reader copy of this book. So I am so excited. I cannot believe it. Okay, I'm gonna go scream a little bit more, and then I'm going into my apartment to clean up because Abby and I are actually about to film a video.
Particularly painful part of our history. Yes. But it's been the way we've been able to heal.
Hi, friends. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's better, but the sun is still on my face, but it's okay. So I just want to update you guys because it is again the next day. So yesterday I went to my sister's house, did a Bible study with my friend Abby and Reese, and then my sister Morgan. And then Abby and I came back here in the afternoon and we recorded our Sarah J. Maas unpopular opinions or hot takes. So that was a really fun video to make because it's basically just us chit-chatting about all these things Sarah J. Maas related, and it's always these crazy, like, unhinged things that people love and hate about the series. And it's always fun to see like what we agree with and what we don't. But that was really fun. And then after that, my husband was like, hey, you should come watch the Hunger Games with me. And I was like, I'm never going to turn that down. I love the Hunger Games so much. So we ended up watching the Hunger Games last night, just the first movie, and we actually didn't finish it. We got really close to the end, but we were both really tired and it was getting late. So we will have to finish the first movie before we move on to the second one, which he actually only really remembers the first movie. He doesn't really remember the second movie and especially the last two. And he's never seen Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So this will be fun to watch him read through or watch through this whole thing. I wish he would read through them, but he won't. But in regards to my reading of yesterday, I did not read at all yesterday. I ended up just being really busy. Like the whole day I was just out, and then once I was home, I was just busy. So I am actually headed to the bookstore that I work at right now because I'm going to make more of our blind date with the books. I made spring blind date with the books and we cannot keep them in stock. They are flying off the shelves. So I'm going to go restock those, and then I'm going to go to my sister's house and we are going to go shopping for some curtains, which sounds really random, but she moved into her house in the last 5 or 6 months, and it's just been a really slow process of getting things up on the walls, and she's finally really ready to get things up on the walls, including curtains and pictures and all of that. So that is the plan for today. Hi guys. It is now Saturday, so as you guys just saw in the little clip, I am currently reading My Friends by Fredrik Backman. This book was sent to me, as you saw earlier in the clip. I was very, very, very excited to get this book in the mail. So today, let me give you a little update on this reading vlog because I haven't been able to read much. So last you saw before today's clips was me at the bookstore. So the last thing that I did on Friday reading wise was I listened to another 20% of Before We Were Strangers while I was at the bookstore working. So I'm now 81% through this book, or through this audiobook, and I am really enjoying it. I'm excited to read the last 20%. I would love to see where this ends up. I can't tell if it's going to be a happy ending or a devastating one. It's going to be one of the two. If it's going to be devastating, it might make me cry. So there's that. And then the next thing is, of course, I started My Friends. So I literally, when I say I started, I mean I read the first page. Because I was reading in the car and my husband was with me earlier and we were just chatting and stuff. So I didn't end up reading a ton. But now my husband and my brother are off watching a movie. They decided to go to the movie theater. And I was thinking it's so nice outside that I might just sit in my car for a little while and read in my car for a bit and just enjoy the sunlight because it is nice and warm. It's kind of the perfect temperature where it's like not too hot but also not cold. It is currently 56 degrees today here, which is pretty nice. That's pretty good weather since we got snow 2 days ago. We had snow on Thursday morning. Literally woke up to snow. So that's cool. That's awesome. Loved that for us. So 56 today. This is the warmest it's been in a while. The fact that I'm actually a little bit toasty in my car with this hoodie on, like, that's perfect. When I roll the windows down a bit, I get a really, really nice breeze in my car. So I was thinking I might just sit here for a bit and read. I'm currently sitting somewhere where there's cars driving by and people keep staring at me as I talk. So you guys are on this journey with me to not be afraid of people seeing me film. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay guys, little update. I am 20 pages into My Friends, and I'm thinking I am going to grab a drink and head home now and read the rest at home for a little bit. So yeah, that's the plan. Hi guys, I am finally back home. I did go and get a drink from Panera, and then I just came straight home and I am about to start reading. I do have a task that I have to work on today because in the next week, we're not exactly sure when, the people from our apartment complex have to come and change our filter or something on our furnace, which means that we have to make sure that our furnace is easily accessible. So I have to clear out one of our little closets. It shouldn't take too long, but that is my plan right now. I was actually going to put down My Friends for just a minute and just put my audiobook on for Before We Were Strangers. So yeah, that is the plan for now. I've been listening to my book while I clean out this closet. So I'm 95% through Before We Were Strangers, almost done. It seriously will probably take me 10 more minutes to finish this book. So I'm definitely going to finish listening to Before We Were Strangers, but I told you guys that I have to clean out this closet in order to have access to our heater, which I can show you what I'm talking about. In this closet, this back door right here is our heater. So with that being said, I pulled everything that was like there in the way of that door is all of my granny craft projects and stuff. So I pulled it all out, and to be honest, in the last like 6 months-ish, I've been feeling very, very unhappy with the way that everything is organized in there. It feels super cluttered. I do not like it. And honestly, I just avoid even like going in there and taking stuff out. I avoid crafting. Like, I love to quilt, and I have completely avoided it because I'm so frustrated. I have this little like gray cart. So this little gray cart has been holding all sorts of stuff, but I've outgrown the cart. Like, the cart should no longer be my, sorry, that is so loud. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, so I actually think that I really didn't want to go out again and for the rest of the day. I really wanted to just stay home and read, but I will feel so much better if I get this cleaned up and reorganized. I'll just feel so productive today. So, I think I'm actually going to go out to Target really quickly and look at their options for plastic, like the big clear tubs with handles. So let's go to Target and get some bins, and then we'll come back here. Okay, I am back home. I quite literally just walked in the door. That Target trip, I'm so proud of myself. That took like 25 minutes. I'm not even joking. I drove there, went in, went straight for the bins, went straight to self-checkout, and was out of there. So I did finish my audiobook while I was, as I was cleaning up in here before I left, and then in the car on the way to Target, because like I told you, I literally had 10 minutes left in the audiobook. So I had it finished before I even got to Target. And the only words that were like coming to my brain after finishing that book was that it was like beautifully sad, if that makes sense. Like, it was kind of a beautiful love story, but also like a sad love story all at the same time. And I don't know how to explain that other than to just read it. And I felt like I saw that coming only because the front of the book says a love story, but then the cover of the book looks like it's ready to destroy you. So I was kind of mentally prepared for it to be really, really sad, and then it actually wasn't as sad as I expected. So that was good. It did not make me like sob, but I will say at the end there was a couple times that I like, the perfect description is like the teary-eyed emoji, where it's like the really big eyes and like the little tears in the eyes, where it's like really cute but just a tiny bit sad. So that's like, I have no words about that book, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I really enjoyed it, but I'm like, I don't know what to say. It was interesting. It was different. Now I'm going to clean all of this stuff up and put all of the stuff in the bins. I might look for a new audiobook to start while I do that, because I don't know how long this will take and I don't want to waste my time. I want to listen to something while I do it. Hi guys. So I finished up cleaning a while ago. So like, I mean, by cleaning, I mean like getting all of the craft stuff into the new bins. And I ended up changing that cart to a TBR cart slash just a book cart in general. It's not all books that are like on my TBR. It's kind of just a book cart. But I did put my monthly TBR, you know, every month I usually make a list of books that I really want to get to that month. So I put my monthly physical TBR on top of the cart. So I will show you guys the finished product, but I did want to say that I started listening to Heavenly Bodies while I was doing that because I actually forgot that I got this book or the audiobook on Audible. And I really wanted to keep going with that. I started it a while ago and only got through like the first chapter, so I decided to just restart it from the beginning and to start picking it up and reading it with the physical book as well. So I have been sitting here reading for quite a while. I am 72 pages into the book, so I mean I've made it a good little chunk into the book. I'm on chapter 10. You know, it's very zodiac coded. You know, all the gods are like just, I don't know how to describe it, but it is very interesting, I will say. I'm intrigued. I'm enjoying it. It is definitely a true enemies to lovers, because in the beginning they're like actually enemies, not just like, ugh, I just don't like him. Like they're like enemies. Their kingdoms are enemies. He hates her because of certain things that have happened to his family. She hates him because of things that have happened to her family. So like they actually are enemies to lovers, which I really like because I don't really love when it's marketed as like an enemies to lovers, but from the start they've always loved each other. Like that's not an enemies to lovers. That's just, I don't even know what you call that, but not enemies to lovers. So this one is a true enemies to lovers. I'm really enjoying it so far. Again, I'm only 72 pages in, and there are 481, and then I have the Barnes & Noble exclusive, so it does come with like an exclusive bonus chapter, which obviously is always a really fun little surprise when you don't know what that's going to be until you get to the end of the book. So yeah, I decided to pick this up because I had the audiobook, but I am still going to be reading My Friends. Tonight, I guess I'm in the mood for a fantasy. So we're going with that. But I was reading this earlier in my car, as you guys saw. I got 20 pages in, and already I'm like in love with being back in Fredrik Backman's writing. Like his writing is just so beautiful. Like there are just lines that I was like, they're just so good. Like I actually, because I didn't have like anything to mark pages with, which I usually like to annotate a little bit, like at least putting like little stars by lines that I like. So I just took pictures of some and they were just so good. So good. Guys, Fredrik Backman is a lyrical genius. I love him. He is so good at character studies. He is just fantastic. I love him so much, and I'm already so happy picking up My Friends. Like I'm jumped right back into his amazing writing, and I'm fully in love and I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's an update on this little reading journey for right now. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I think for the rest of the night I'm gonna get really cozy and I think read in my bed. Hi guys, it is now Tuesday, April 15th. Last you saw, it was Saturday. Saturday evening, basically I, reorganized a lot and listened to a book, and I started both of these books on Saturday. So I started My Friends by Fredrik Backman and Heavenly Bodies. Both books I am very much enjoying. I have not read any more since Saturday. So Sunday and Monday were both incredibly busy, and I just have not had time to read. So I'm basically going to end the vlog here, but I did want to show you guys, I did get some fun book mail today. So I have two things. They're both newer releases. So one of them is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. So the funny thing, the funny thing with Fearless is that I pre-ordered Fearless way back when it first was even announced that it was released, and I ended up ordering the Barnes & Noble exclusive, and once, like just in the last month, I kind of had decided that I didn't really like the Barnes & Noble exclusive, like the look of it, so I had to go through this whole thing of like trying to get it canceled, and then I couldn't get it canceled because it was too late, so then I had to try to return it and get a new copy. So here it is. It's a week later, and I should have had this on the day that it came out, but it's really not that big of a deal. I wouldn't have started it anyways because I'm in the middle of 2 books. But I'm very, very excited about Fearless. And to be honest, I'm feeling a little bit like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm feeling like a reading slump coming on or what, but it has not been super fun. So, I got Fearless, and then I got Watch Me, which this is another one of the releases that I've been really, really anticipating this year. So I'm very, very, very excited about this one. I will also want to start this very soon. I am a huge Shatter Me fan, so this is very, very exciting for me. So 2 really fun releases and some fun book mail. What a fun way to end this vlog, this week's vlog. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, I hope that you really enjoyed this vlog. I love to do a little bit of vlog and a little bit of like sit down bookish recommendation type videos. So if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.